Welcome to my YouTube channel CADverse. In this video, we are going to cover Sketch tool, where we are going to discuss about grid, snap to grid, construction and standard element, geometrical constraint, and dimensional constraints. So let's start with grid option. So grid, when we want to work with grids, we can enable the grids. You can see the grids will be enabled on the screen. Now, if you want to pick the grid while working, you have to enable this option. That will be help you to pick the grid points. Now, if you take any command, now you can pick the grid box. You can see we can easily draw by picking the grids. So that will help you to draw something with exact distances. You can easily make by boxes to boxes. Next, we can turn off. Next option is construction to standard element. If you're creating element and you want that element to be turned into construction form, you can choose this option, and when you draw, you will see that option will be converted to construction. Now again, I want to take circle and I create a circle in construction element. But if I don't need this circle in the construction element, we'll select the circle and we'll click on this icon. That will be changed back. Anything we can change immediately and we can make them. Like again, this line I want to change, I can click it. If I want to convert again, we'll select this line and click on that. So this is how we can apply construction and standard element method. Next, we have two options, geometrical constraint and dimensional constraints. Let's make one rectangle. Now when I create a rectangle, we can see here we have horizontal, vertical relations are coming. So because this option is enabled here, geometrical constraint, due to that these constraints are showing here. Now if I turn off this, now if we create one rectangle again, we'll see there is no constraint symbols are coming. So what will happen if I modify it? You can see the shape will be changed. But in this case, if you try to change it, only the size will vary, but the shape of the object will be remain constant. Next option, here we have dimension constraint. Let's see how to use that also. Now I enable this. Now let's make object. Now here in the sketch tool, you can see you have a horizontal and vertical distance. You can define from where you want to start your object. Like for example, I want to start 20, tab 20, enter. So my rectangle will start by 20 by 20 distance. Now we can define rectangle size. I'll press tab button to go to width. I'll define this width is 50 and height is like 30. Now you can see the software had added all the dimension that I enter in the sketch tool. So this is a help of dimension toolbar. We can add the dimension and it will be displayed on the screen. So now we have both geometrical constraints and the dimensional constraints are there. But if I turn off this and let's make it again, and if I go and create the object, now if I add any like it's 10 by 10, enter, is fix a point. Now if I give a dimension like 50 by 30, click, so there's no dimension is added on the screen. So if it is off, you cannot able to add a geometrical constraints. You cannot add a dimensional constraints. But if both are on, then we can add both. If both are off, then no dimensions and relation will come, and we'll define like this is 30, tab 30, enter. I'll make 20 by 20, enter. So there's no dimension and relations added to the part and it is not defined. So until you not turn on geometrical constraint and dimensional constraint, it won't come with proper dimension and relations. So while working, we need to turn on both the options. So this is very important. We have to keep this option to be turned on while making the objects. Now we can specify like I want to make 30 by 30, enter, and 40 by 40, and so I made a perfect object with properly defined relations and dimensions. Now if you want to hide temporarily the relations and dimensions, we have some options here. We'll just move this toolbar and one more toolbar will move it, and we have there. So in this toolbar, we'll just move it here. So in this toolbar, we have this options. This will help you to, we can click on this option and we can see, if we click on this, you can see it will be not diagnostic. It will not show you that sketch is defined. And if you want to hide the dimension, you can click on this, it will be hide. And if you want to hide a geometrical constraint, you can click on this option. So this option also we need to be always on if you want to see a proper defined sketch. If I not turn on this, it won't show me that my sketch is becoming defined. The green color represent that sketch is perfectly defined. So we'll just click on and we can turn it on back. Here we have one more option to check your sketch status. So here you have one tool is called 2D analysis. Like we can analysis of our sketch. If you click on this, it'll show you if any problem is there. It'll show you right now my sketch is perfectly constrained, so it will show you ISO constraint. If I delete, like for example, any of the dimensions or relation, and again if I check, it will show you that sketch is under constraint. If I'm putting extra dimension, let me do undo, Control Z I'm doing, and if I put any extra dimension or any relation, and again if I check the status, it will show me that my sketch is over constraint. Now if you like miss any dimensions and you want to define it and you don't know what to do, you can take the help of this tool also. This will help you to analyze your sketch. Click on this, so it will be show you that geometry. We have 4 curves, we can see we have 4 lines, and you can go for diagnostic. Here it will show you what is defined. So here we can see all these things are defined, and something here we have that is underdefined. So you have to define that part. Okay, you can from here also you can hide and show the things. Now so I get to know like which areas I have to work. I want to work this line and that 2 points I have to work. So when I add the dimension on this 2 part, my sketch will become again ISO constraint. Okay, let's define again. I'll just define dimension here, and if I check again that status and diagnostic, we can see all that thing is become ISO constraint. So this is how you can also check and do this sketch analysis. If you like this video, subscribe our channel, and thank you for watching this video.